Welcome back to On the Ball, and we're going to be taking a look back at the weekend's actions through the eyes of social media, and hopefully got some good reactions going on here.
It was a big weekend of football.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to these.
First up, we're going to be looking at Ruben Amorim. United Kev is saying this is Ruben Amorim before Lamens. And look at him now, you know, not a care in the world, got his shades on, happy smile.
Out of the car window looking at Harry Redknapp over there.
He's looking a bit of a doppelganger of Harry.
Lamens has been a big change, hasn't he?
Massive change. He has. It seems like he's just changed United's fortunes, just one player.
And it's amazing. He hasn't even done like much. He's just like not dropped the ball into the net.
Yeah.
And like that's been like a massive change. He's not like made a massive clanger. And there's like, okay, he's actually like a competent keeper.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair play. Look, they're on good form, but it's changed Amorim's life, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it does. The demeanour of Ruben Amorim, like from like 3 weeks ago to now, is just mad, isn't it?
100%.
Crazy what a few wins can do. And it's like crazy. It's like the first time he's ever won back-to-back wins. Obviously now the first time he's won 3 in a row. So who knows what's going to go on with Man United now. So what's this? Sky Sports Football. Any guesses on who the masked Premier League player could be?
All right, so the context behind this is Nico Omilana announced that he would have an active Premier League player for play in the Baller League. Nico Omilana, the YouTuber. Prankster.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's very famous. You should know who he is. But anyway, he's in one of the managers in the Baller League. And he announced that in the Baller League, there's going to be an active Premier League player playing in the game. Mm-hmm. So this is the player.
An active Premier League player? So a Premier League player... Ooh.
That is currently... So any guesses who we think this is? In further context, he only came on, took a free kick and went off straight away.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. He just took one free kick. So people are saying, is that a hint as to who it was? People are saying, does that mean it's Ward-Prowse? Because he came on and took a free kick and then went off. Some people are saying, is it Mudryk? Because...
he's not an active Premier League player, though. He's banned.
But he's actively a Premier League player.
He's not,
in the Premier
though.
League.
He's not allowed to play.
I know, but but he's still playing in the Premier League at the moment. He's banned, but he's in the Premier League. He's still active.
Is that what you count as active?
Anyone who's in the Premier League and a player is an active Premier League player.
But he's not allowed to play, so how can you call that active?
That's semantics. He's a Premier League player. They were covering up his legs and his arms because people are saying maybe it's because he's got tattoos. Maybe so. Again, he has a lot of tattoos, doesn't he, Mudryk? So could it be him? You can't really tell.
What was the free kick like?
He hit it straight down the middle. Keeper made a save. Hit it away.
That's not Prowse. That's not Ward-Prowse.
His neck as well, actually.
It's on his neck as well, and he's got tattoos there. So are they covering it up?
Who could
I don't know.
be?
What are the colour of Mudryk's eyes? I don't really know. You can see his eyes.
Got a bit of a death stare there.
Any thoughts? I don't know. The rumours are it's Mudryk. That's what the rumours. Okay, so there you go. I think he does have the same eyes. You know. I think he does have the same kind of eyes.
I don't think it's Mudryk.
Why?
He's not an active Premier League player.
Oh, for God's sake. No, we're not getting into that debate again.
God knows who it is. It's impossible to say like that when that masked footballer, everyone thought it was Jed Spence, and it ended up not being Jed Spence. Like, it's
So he
impossible to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's Jed.
But that one, like, he did run exactly the way Jed
I know.
Spence runs. It was very strange, and he had dreads as well. But this one, God knows.
God, all we know is he's got white skin. That's all we know.
So any white footballer with brown eyes. that's what we're going for
Essentially,
here.
who would risk playing in the Baller League for 10 seconds?
It's got to be someone like a West Ham player, man. Like,
Ward-Prowse has been left out of the squad, hasn't he? He's not fancied by Nuno.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a bit of a FU. I'm playing in the Baller League now.
Who does this Nico support?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if he. Don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So you're going Mudryk?
I reckon Mudryk. I reckon he's banned, so he can't play for Chelsea anyway right now. So I reckon he's made.
But surely, if it's Mudryk, then they'd give him a bit more like, not just come on, take a free kick, and come off.
I don't know. I think he's still got to be careful. I'm sure he's got some sort of. I don't know.
Got to be careful of what?
Because he's still got some sort of obligation to Chelsea, even though he's banned.
Does he?
Yeah, probably. He got a contract with them.
Yeah, he can't run the risk of injury.
Can't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sims going Mudrick. Let us know in the comment section below. Who do you think this masked footballer is? Who knows, man? Polymarket Sport has said, given these percentages of relegation, most likely candidates to get relegated. So Wolves are the favourites, 70% chance of getting relegated. Burnley, 66% chance. West Ham, 58% chance. Leeds, 35%. And Nottingham Forest, 29%. I don't know about the kind of percentages and how accurate they are, but I do feel like that's where I put the ranking of like how likely those teams are to be relegated.
It's mad. Burnley are 6 points clear of there, or West Ham.
Yeah.
And they're 8% more likely to get relegated.
Yeah.
But
it just shows how much in the mud West Ham are, though, man. Like, seriously, West Ham, like, coming into this season, I know, like, they didn't have too much hope, but to be as far down as they are and to look as terrible as they are.
I think in previous years, I've always joked about West Ham going down without truly believing they actually will. But this year, I truly believe there's like a really good
It's not
chance.
like we haven't seen it.
Them go down. We've seen them twice go down. But I think, you know, in recent years, they've been in Europe quite regularly. They've obviously won the Conference League. It looked like they were going through a good moment. And obviously, whenever they are in the bottom half or whatever, we always, you know, Spurs fans always make jokes about them going down now, you're going down with the West Ham, all that kind of stuff, without actually believing, they're actually going to get relegated. Yeah,
but when are we going to start singing that? It's time to bring that back.
Oh, yeah, we're bringing it back this season. We are bringing it back in full force. But I genuinely believe, like, there's a really good chance they're going to go down. They need a big January, I think.
I look at the way they play and just every game, shot of confidence, can't put a couple of passes together. They make a bit of a either an early rally or a late rally in games, but then, like, the 60, 70, 80 minutes in between, they're just shocking.
And they're getting battered by teams in and around them, which is always like a massive red flag. So a
couple of games' time, they got Burnley. That is a crazy game.
And Wolves, 70%. That's because obviously only 2 draws at the moment. But yeah, I mean, they were in a similar situation before Lopetegui, I remember, took over. They hadn't won a game, I think. So it's not like the only time they've been there, but they can't obviously keep doing that.
Do you think Wolves manager gets sacked soon?
Yeah.
He's got to, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous they gave him a new deal.
Opta Joe says James Milner's assist for Charalombus Costulas yesterday saw the biggest gap in age between a player assisting a goal for a teammate in the Premier League history. James Milner is 21 years and 146 days older than Costulas. That is mad. 21 years older.
So when this guy was born, Milner was like playing for probably Villa or City or something already. It's crazy. Milner's had like 2 careers almost. It's madness.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting on the same pitch. When is Milner ever going to retire? He's just going to play on forever.
So how old is he exactly?
39.
39. Is he? So what's like his kind of minutes this season? Has he been getting decent minutes?
I don't think he's been starting too many games, but he comes on a lot. Yeah. And look, he came on and got an assist from the corner. Fair play to him.
Yeah, so I think 8 games away from beating Gareth Barry's record.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it.
Premier League appearance holders. Yeah, definitely going to do it.
He's going to do it.
But surely at the end of the season, he's going to call it a day. Or even like drop down to, like, he's still playing, like, he could surely drop down to the Championship or go to a different league somewhere and still do well. But I think surely at the end of his Premier League career is over.
Yeah, I think the big thing for him, I actually think when he plays quite well. I think the big thing for him is he keeps getting injured. And that's at that age, if you keep getting injured, that's obviously then when you know, like, your body's kind of saying, look, enough's enough. Yeah.
Footy Humour is saying that we're relying on Sunderland and Bournemouth to stop Arsenal winning the Premier League. Hey, where's Tottenham? What about Tottenham?
This must have been taken before we beat
yeah, because we're third now.
We're third now, yeah.
The disrespect to Tottenham.
It's a shame. Someone's got to stop these guys. And if it's going to have to be Bournemouth, I'm going to have to put all my eggs in the Bournemouth basket.
Let Arsenal have their fun before international break, but then after international break, real business is going to come to pass.
Exactly. They can't keep scoring corners forever, for God's sake.
Neither can we.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Forest number 22 says, can't blame Dyche necking 6 pints at half-time to get through this. Sean Dyche's box office, I don't care what anyone says.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he looks like he's can't stand straight, probably watching what he's watching at the moment, Forest, especially on the weekend, that was anyway. They were very poor.
You would think, though, like, with the way Nuno set them up, you would think it wouldn't be that hard for Deitch to get them, to be that kind of get that solidity back.
To be fair, it was a goal straight from a corner, wasn't it? Olympico. So
Yeah.
that's what broke him down. And Bournemouth away, Bournemouth are flying at the moment, so you can't exactly say it's an easy first game.
Yeah, true. Live score saying that Man City's top goal scorers in the Premier League this season. So Haaland is on 11. The next one down after that is Foden, Reinders, Cherki, and Nunes, all on 1 goal.
It's ridiculous.
Is that not mental?
That can't continue.
No.
Even if they want to get in the Champions League spots, they can't rely on Haaland.
And
every
Reinders,
game.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Reinders and Cherki both scored first game of the season as well. That
Yeah.
was their goal.
Exactly.
So you've got Foden and Nunes who have scored over the last couple of weeks, and it's literally been only Haaland and own goal.
It's crazy.
That is just mad, isn't it? Like Foden, I think he's been playing well this season, but he needs to step up and put some goals in the back of the net.
Mad, isn't it? The drop off. I know he's been playing better, but still, this is a guy 2 years ago who won Player of the Year
Yeah.
and was obviously dragged them to that league title. It was incredible. I don't know how many goals he scored, but he was phenomenal. Last year, so bad. And this season, I know he's been better, but still 9 games, 1 goal.
Yeah.
So, are we ever going to see that Foden from 2 years ago?
It's a good question. I mean, I thought he was getting back to those levels this year. It's still early days. He still can.
He can, but it's just...
He's definitely better than he has been over the last year. So, look, they need him. They need him desperately if they're going to go and mount a serious title challenge. Troll Football says, Go Ahead Eagles better than Manchester City. So, when did Go Ahead Eagles beat Villa?
In midweek.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, in the Europa League.
Really? They beat Villa? Wow. 2-1. And then Villa go and beat Man City on the weekend. That is some Tottenham thing, that. Like, Tottenham, every time we go and beat Man City away, we go lose the next game, like Burnley or whatever it was.
It's just the...
Who did we play after
football.
Man City this season?
Bournemouth.
Well, there you go. Another example of it.
Yeah.
This is brilliant, this one.
The face swaps don't end even though he's left. Or Graham Potter. Someone leave him alone.
Graham Potter was laughing. He loved it.
I know, it's so funny. But yeah, face swapping him with Nuno. I don't think he's making a point with this face swap, but they have gotten worse, I feel, since Nuno's come in. I feel like they're playing worse.
Potentially. I mean,
especially that Brentford game. That's the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And Leeds as well. They're
Yeah.
shocking. So maybe the performances have got worse, But at the end of the day, the results are exactly the same. So it hasn't made too much of a difference. It's just it looks like the players just literally just don't care. That's what it feels like. It's like they've all checked out 9 games into a season.
I feel like they've got a mix of players who are inexperienced and not good enough, and mercenaries who are basically just there for because they're on a good wage and don't really care about West Ham. Apart from Bowen's,
it feels like it's just Paquetá and Bowen against a whole Premier League 11 every week.
Literally.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous at the moment.
Gideon Matic says ball floats into the box. West Ham defenders. That's what it's so true though. That is so accurate. Every time you're seeing this ball float into the box, these West Ham defenders are just standing still, just ball watching, and it always ends in the back of the net.
You compare it. I know it's. You compare it to, with Spurs fans, we watch on Sunday Danso just watching every ball come in and head it away and anticipate what's happening. And you see the West Ham defenders, it's like they don't even know it's their job to clear the ball.
Yeah.
So they're just watching it happen and there's nothing to do with me.
I know.
You're the defender, clear the ball.
It's weird, isn't it, as well? Because ever since Tadebo's come to the club, I think he's had 3 managers now. Was it Lopetegui, Graham Potter and Nuno? And ever since he's come in, Lopetegui was starting him on the bench and starting Mavropanos, and Mavropanos on, off, Tadebo on, off. I think Nuno was chopping and changing that back 4 as well so much. And now, even in the Leeds game on the weekend, Mavropanos had to come on with half an hour to go. There's chopping and changing in the back line for West Ham just never ends.
Yeah, because they also just don't know. None of them are good enough at the moment. It's crazy.
But everyone was glazing over. We were saying what a great signing this Tadebo is. He's been shocking.
He's been terrible. He really has. He's shown nothing since he's come to West Ham. I wonder if it's is he suffering from what Kudus did, where he's come into a scenario where.
But he's never been
bad.
good,
No, it's true. But his first season was that Kudus' second season, right, where Kudus kind of lost motivation essentially at West Ham because everything was turning to shit, and he felt like he was better than that. Now Todiva's walked into that situation, and I'm not saying it's an excuse or anything because he has been terrible, but I do wonder if there's an element of that to it or not.
Probably, maybe a case of like the Man United's, like you can sign all these great players, but it's just such a bad environment. Like good players can't really thrive in it. ESPN UK saying Brian Brobby held the ball up in the box for at least 5 seconds despite having Tosin and Chalobah defending him. In that time, Talby was able to make up the pitch and Brobby laid it off for him to score the winner for Sunderland. It was crazy because you got these two players there. One of them is literally on Brobby and no one makes a challenge.
Chalobah's just there watching.
Yeah.
Like, he's just there doing nothing. I don't know what he's thinking. Like, I understand he's like maybe waiting to see if Brobby's going to turn inside, but he's got to put pressure on him. Like, he's got to make it difficult for him. It's so easy for Brobby to just hold the ball up against two players. It should never be that easy.
Yeah.
That you got to put him under some sort of pressure. And also Tosin is like backing off him. He's like, no, you got to get closer to him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's the one area where they need real surgery, Chelsea, isn't it? The centre back.
I saw a retweet from a Chelsea fan saying, I now know why Fulham gave him to us on a free.
Troll Football says Chelsea loses and Chelsea fans, but we're world champions, but we're world champions.
How long are they going to use that excuse for? They bring it out every time. It's a trophy with no gravitas, mate. No gravitas.
World champions. FPL Olympian says list of television series cancelled after episode 1, and that was Tijani Reinders. I mean, that debut was such a brilliant debut, and he's had a few moments and good games since then, but nowhere near the levels of that debut.
Yeah, I was like, after that debut, I was like, wow, like this guy is going to take the Premier League by storm. He's going to be the new Gundogan. He showed unbelievable quality. But if you're going to put out a tweet like Reinders did, season 1, episode 1, you can't then have another 8 no-shows after that. It's really like you're just setting yourself up there. He's gone missing, hasn't he? In all honesty.
Yeah, look, I think there has been a few games where he's done all right. Like I thought he played well in the Arsenal game, but yeah, it's been few and far between. This one, Pie Sports Booze, is saying Wolves are a broken club. Vitor Pereira has completely lost the plot. Is this to the away end?
This is the home end.
To the home end, I mean, to his own fans.
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing?
I don't know what he's trying to say.
What message is he even trying to get across? It should be the fans doing that to him.
After the game, I don't know if he was saying that what he was trying to say here, but he said like, we need all the fans behind us and blah blah blah. But I honestly don't know what he's trying to say. And if you can actually hear, if you turn up the volume, you can hear when he starts doing that, all the fans start booing, and so they didn't take kindly to whatever he was trying to say. I think he was trying to G them up. That's my understanding of it, but I don't really know what he's trying to say.
Trying to G someone up after losing 3-2 at home to Burnley.
Yeah, I don't know. What else could he be trying to do? I don't really understand the gesture.
Madness.
He's like, get behind us. I don't know, something like that.
Next one is from Opta Joe saying this was also the first time in Premier League history a player provided an assist for a player who was born after they made the Premier League debut. So basically what we were saying before. So Milner's debut was in November 2002 and Kostulas was born in May 2007. Mad.
Crazy.
Next one is Sky Sports Premier League. So this is some stats behind Arsenal's season so far. So they're ranked 4th for goals, which they've scored 16. Set piece goals, they're ranked 1st, which is 9. Open play goals, they're ranked 17th, which is 5. Open play XG, they're ranked 8th, which is 7.8. Percentage of goals from open play, they're ranked bottom, 31%. And percentage of XG from open play, they're ranked 19th, which is 57%.
End this madness. They're ruining the Premier League. They're literally turning this game into NFL. It's just going to be set plays after set plays, and that's what NFL basically is. All these like set patterns. I don't know what you call them, but like there's like set. Basically, NFL is just basically set play. Then the other team have a set play.
Yeah.
I saw someone tweet out yesterday. I think maybe we should just do away with the open play stuff and just give each team a set amount of corners and see who wins.
Thing is, right, like Arsenal fans' response to that is always, oh yeah, but we've got the best defence in the league. Like, that's not the point everyone's trying to make. Everyone knows you've got a good defence, but a few years ago you had one of the best attacks in the league, and now like you can barely create. To be fair though, like open play XG is still their 8th in the league, which is like not reflective on the open goals they're scoring.
yeah, they could be having more, but I think it's more just a commentary on where the game is heading in the Premier League. Like, fair enough, look, credit to Arsenal, they found something they can exploit and they're very good at, and they are exploiting, and then what they're doing is basically being extremely tight defensively, which they have been, and then going forward they're basically saying we don't really care whether we can score or not, from open play, because we can just get a corner and score. So we're not it's not like they're not trying to, but it's not important to them whether they can open the team up or not, because once they get a corner or whatever, or free kick, that's when they've got all these routines and whatever. So that's what they're focusing on, really, to score goals, and it's working for them at the moment, and it's put them in a very good position. But it's just horrible to watch, and it's not only that. Obviously, Tottenham are doing similar. Other teams are following suit, and it's becoming. Some of these games are becoming very hard to watch, where it's just basically teams essentially playing for set plays and trying to take advantage of those situations. And during open play, it's like a dead game.
Yeah.
And it's not a great spectacle at the moment. So I don't know what the Premier League can do about it, or if it may be this set piecing it'll
come and go.
It'll go away.
It will come and go, but I do think it'll probably last the season.
Yeah, I hope
the thing
not.
is, though, it just takes for one team to open up Arsenal to get a goal from a set piece early doors, or in the second half or something, and then for Arsenal to go 1-0 down and see how they respond, because then it changes the dynamic of the game so much, doesn't it? And it's not like Arsenal haven't been close to conceding in a couple of games. You were talking about the Crystal Palace game on the weekend where Palace were actually pushing them. So we just need someone to score against Arsenal.
Yeah, but they've got, at the moment, they're scoring 2 or 3 from a set piece. I know they did against Palace, but they have in other games. Atletico, I think 3 of their 4 goals from set pieces.
Yeah, that's not really been the case in the Premier League, though. They've been mainly winning games 1 or 2-0. So we'll see, but yeah, it's haram ball at its finest, man.
I know. And trust Arteta to be leading the way with it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it is terrible to watch, but what happens when the set pieces just don't work for one game? Surely that's going to happen.
I hope so. Look, and I just hope this whole set piece fad at the moment. I understand set pieces are important, and but they shouldn't be the primary focus. In football anyway. That's how I like to see football. But at the moment, there's clearly is for a lot of.
But
teams.
look at the attacking players they have: Eberechi Eze, Bukayo Saka, Martin. All these attacking players that they got: Martin Odegaard, Victor Gyökeres. They've got such unbelievable attacking talent, and they're just not utilising them one bit.
I also feel like a large part of it is because in the Premier League at the moment, there's so much money and there's so much focus on physicality, because everyone is getting more and more physical, that it's harder to kind of break teams down and score goals in open play because of that. And so, because set pieces is just something that every manager can control with, how you're going to set up from set pieces, I think that's led to a larger focus on it because of this rise in physicality. And so I don't know, I'm hoping it will change. I hope it's going to get swept away, but I feel like for the foreseeable we're going to have to part with it.
Teams just need to work out how to defend these Arsenal set pieces, and then that'll be that.
It's also harder with VAR in a way to defend them, because any little pull in something, they're pulling it up. So it's, in a way, it's an advantage to the attacker.
High Sports Booze saying Arnie Slot after the defeat to Brentford. This is brilliant. 4 losses in a row.
From 5.
4 losses in a row for Liverpool, man.
I'm not cutting my hair until I lose 5 in a row.
It's mad to think about. Before the season started, everyone was saying that Liverpool basically won the league. People were handing them the trophy already.
You signed Isaac Wirtz for the amount of money, and you thought. I said when the beginning of the season, I reckon at the beginning, there's going to be some problems because defensively, new wing backs, no Trent as well. They're changing the way they set up. I thought there'll be some teething problems, but they'll still score goals. I thought Wirtz and Isaac would settle in fairly quickly, and I thought they'll have some trouble defensively, but they'll still score, and they maybe win games 4-2 or whatever. And they did that obviously beginning of the season. But the problem is they haven't sorted the defensive issues, and the goals have been drying up a bit. And
Isaac and Wirtz haven't settled.
Isaac and Wirtz haven't settled. So it's led to this massive problem. And
the only new signing that's really settled is Ekitike. He's the only one.
Yeah, Kirkes as well has had problems. Who else they signed? Frimpong's been injured. So there's a lot of problems at Liverpool.
You compare that to like Arsenal and the signings that they've got. Like it seems like all of Arsenal's signings have just settled in straight away. Like Zubamendi, he's been brilliant so far in the middle of the park. Mosquera, every time he's been called upon, he's been really good. Madueke's injured, but the first few games, they were quite happy with him. So I think Arsenal signings, and also like when you're looking at squad building and the balance of the squad, Arsenal's signings were just perfect for them, in my opinion. And Liverpool's, it just seems like they've still got so many gaps in that squad.
Yeah, I agree. I think we overlooked probably, like everyone was like the headline, Isaac and Ekitike, 200 million, unbelievable deals, right? And you also look at last season, what were they lacking? They didn't have a number 9. So you're thinking, okay, you've signed 2 strikers battling out with each other, brilliant. But they've let Diaz go. Nunez is gone. Obviously, what happened to Jota happened. And they don't, now it's like basically only Gakpo and Salah on the wings, essentially, as their only options. And they don't really have competition there. And, you're shoehorning Ekitike on the left.
And the second in line on the wing is 17-year-old Rio,
Exactly.
What I mean?
So, like, I think maybe they shouldn't have gone for Ekitike and gone for another winger, probably.
Or not gone for Isaac even.
Or not gone for Isaac, yeah.
Lee_EFC. So when me and Brian did the reacts last week, like this Everton fan was having an absolute field day on social media. It looks like still going. Florian Wirtz has gone 0009 in the Premier League. It's mad because we were just talking about Florian Wirtz, and he has shown flashes in some games, but still, like, it's just not been great from him, man.
Yeah, look, I think when you're an Everton fan, you got to get your licks in early, because I do think it's going to turn around and he will start playing well, in my opinion. I think it's only a matter of time. But he is struggling. He's struggling to settle in. I think he's struggling with the time he's got on the ball. You can see that. He's taken that split second too long. His shots are getting blocked. His passes are just, minuscule, millimetres off. And I think that's just something he's going to have to get used to. And I think he's got the quality to do it. But at the moment, yeah, he's massively struggling.
Yeah. Next one is Troll Football. We actually spoke about this one last week. You killed the man, but not the idea. Oh, poor Slot, man.
Ten Hag being compared to Ten Hag now. We win the league and that's it. A few months later, you're already Ten Hag.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And last one is Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid tonight. Obviously, the game ended up finishing 4-0. Impressive performance or impressive result from Arsenal. But, I guess Arteta won the haram ball off.
Yeah, absolutely battered them. But when you're beating a team like Atletico that impressively, even if it is with set pieces.
Yeah, Atletico have been pretty poor this season, though, particularly away from home.
Fair.
So, anyway, that is the way the internet did react to the Premier League over the weekend. We're back for another one at the end of next weekend. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next time.